Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico and I have some gorgeous projects to share with you today. They're both really easy and I'm kind of mixing up a little bit of old and a little bit of new. So I hope you're excited about these cards. Now all of the photos with dimensions, colors, and all of the supplies that I used can be found on my blog. There's a link right here in the description of this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any awesome videos. I hope that you're ready to stamp with me today because I've got some great tips to go along with these cards. So first of all, let's get started with this one. This is an oldie but goodie. This is the stamp set Sheltering Tree, which has been around for a little while, and I love this stamp set. It is so great, no matter what time of year it is, to use this set for a great, simple, and easy card. Today I'm mixing it up a little bit, and I'm going to show you a few new things that go with this and a couple of fun tips. So let me get started. I'm going to put some paper down to protect my work surface. I've got the crumb cake. Get this out of the way. There we go. The crumb cake card base is what I'm going to start with, and I've got some Early Espresso ink for the tree base. So this is a really easy card to make because there's not a lot to it, but I think you're going to like some of the fun stuff that I share with you on this one. Okay, so first I'm going to stamp this down really well. Get a nice solid tree trunk on here, and that looks fantastic. And then I'm going to take the leaves. Now the leaves are really pretty, and I was trying to figure out what color to stamp them with. So I wanted to add a little shimmer. So to do that, I'm going to actually ink them up with some crumb cake, just a little bit. Then I'm going to stamp this off. I just re-inked my crumb cake ink pad, and that's way too much ink. Now what's left, I'm going to jazz up a little bit by using some of my champagne mist, Shimmer Paint. So I want to shake this up. There's a little ball thing in there. And then I'm going to take, I've got a sponge, and I'm just going to dab that shimmer paint from the lid, and I'm going to pounce it onto my stamp. Now I will tell you, you're going to want to clean your stamp off right away because it will dry onto your stamp if you don't. Okay, so I'm giving this a good press once again. Ugh. And look at that. Shimmery leaves. I love this look. So pretty. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is, I don't know about you, but today it is like insanely windy. I mean, it is crazy the wind that's been blowing. So all the leaves are falling off the tree. So I thought I'd better put a leaf on the ground. So I'm going to stamp off that, and I probably have enough still on here. And then I'll just stamp some leaves falling down off the tree as so. All right, I've also got kind of the ground that I'm just going to stamp right on here like that. And then the sentiment that comes in this stamp set says, "You warm my heart," which is so sweet. I like that. So we'll go ahead and get that stamped right on here like so, right under that tree. Now, I wanted to embellish this in kind of a fun way, so I decided to take and layer some ribbon. I loved, when I opened my ribbon drawer, I actually saw this polka dot tulle ribbon and thought, oh my gosh, the polka dots kind of remind me of the tree leaves, so why don't we put some of that on there? Now, I'm going to use the vanilla polka dot ribbon, or tulle ribbon, just because it's kind of the right shade, you know, versus the white. We've got it in white and vanilla, but I thought vanilla was a little more appropriate for this card. But you know what? I want to attach this to my layer of Early Espresso first. By the way, I'm also going to put the lid on this so we don't have any situations arise. Okay. Now I'll take and adhere this to a little skinny layer of Early Espresso cardstock like so, and then I'm going to add that ribbon. Okay, To do this, I'm just going to place it on the edge of my card here and then wrap it around. And I'll do a little fast fuse on the back to hold it in place. And pretty much anything would work for this. You can use glue dots, fast fuse, tear and tape, snail, what have you. Now I'm going to take some fresh fig ruffled ribbon and put this all the way around, and then we'll just tie a knot with that ribbon. And I love layering these two, and because the tulle ribbon is, you know, super thin, and this ruffled ribbon ties and lays like a dream. I'll just go ahead and put this right on here, like so. Tie that knot, and then we'll just trim that ribbon. Isn't that cute? Okay, now I really wanted to put this on a fresh fig card base, but when I set it on the card base itself, I thought, wow, that's a little boring. Nobody wants a boring card. So I thought, what seems fall-like? And of course, I went directly to my buffalo check background stamp. So we're going to go ahead and ink this with some of our fresh fig ink. And I'm going to move that so I don't get any ink on there by accident. And I'm just going to get my stamp really well inked. And then place my cardstock right over the top. And then I also am going to use just one of my blocks as a rubbing device or a rubber. I like calling it a rubber even though I know that's inappropriate. Shh, it's okay. Okay. So there we go. We've got our buffalo check background. And then I'm just going to pop this layer right on top. And we have an adorable and easy fall card that is perfect for anybody who might need a little fun treat in their mailbox. I also have another thank you card that is really pretty and also very simple to share with you. So that's a great card. Let's do our next card. Now this one is really simple, and the reason it was actually really quick to put together for me was because I had die cut a bunch of leaves for a card I made, a week or two ago, and so I had some of those extra leaves sitting on my desk and I wanted to do something with them. And I love keeping like extra die cut pieces around because you never know when you might take those pieces and turn them into a card. So these are some of those extra pieces I was talking about. I have them just sitting here, and so I thought I'd make a card with that. Now I started with a scalloped oval. Actually, I started with a rectangle and I didn't like it, so I moved on to a scalloped or a stitched oval, and I've got the thanks. This is a stamp from the set Warm Hearted. Now Warm Hearted is actually a host set. You can get that set with your Stampin' Rewards. If you have a big order of $150, you can choose this as one of your free items, or you can also host a workshop and get it as your host rewards. So it's kind of a fun thing. I'm just looking for the stamp set, and of course I can't find it. I know it's on my desk somewhere, but it's kind of escaped me at the moment. Oh wait, nope, that wasn't it either. I know, I'm sure it's under something. Anyway, let's get back to stamping. So in this case, I'm going to take my old olive ink pad and stamp this thanks. Again, this is from the set Warm Hearted. It's a great set. It's got Christmas, Halloween, got a wonderful thanks here, New Year's, everything for the holidays. All right, so there we go is the thanks. And then also in this stamp set are these cute little bracket things. So what I did is I stamped the word thanks, and then I aligned the brackets so that they would be lined up correctly for spacing purposes, of course. And I'm just going to lightly ink those up with my Blackberry Bliss ink. Now I'll show you, there we go. Very cute. Now I'll show you, I was going to, well, no. Oh, here's my stamp set though. I knew I'd find it. It was under my cardstock. So we've got Christmas, New Year's, or I'm sorry, Halloween, New Year's, Christmas, thanks, and then some pieces that go along with it. But these are those 2 bracket pieces. They're individual, which is nice because then you can have them go different widths. All right, now I've got a old olive card base. And I wanted to tie in, I'm using framelits from the Falling for Leaves bundle, and I wanted to tie in some stamped images too. So I took this cute little leaf. I love that one. Actually, it's one of my favorites in the set. And I'm going to stamp that in some old olive ink on my card. Now what I did is I took my thanks and kind of set it here, and I knew I'd have some of those leaf and die cut sticking out, so I kind of wanted to stretch it out beyond that area. So I've got one up here and then one kind of down here, and again my die cut's going to cover that just fine, so there's no worry. And then I'm going to do one way down in the corner here, and then one kind of off here. Okay, so you can see that looks pretty fun. Now, I've got, like I said, some of those extra die cut pieces. I've got 2 in gold, and then I've got 2 in crumb cake. So I'll start with the smaller gold ones, and I'll adhere this to the back of my stitched oval. And I'm just going to put one on the top and the bottom. Okay, so I'll have that just kind of sticking out like that, enough that we see all the leaves. And likewise, this one will be out of the bottom corner here. And then I'm going to pop this up onto the stitched oval that I die cut out of Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And you can see I'm putting my dimensionals over my adhesive, and that will kind of hold them up and keep that adhesive from sticking down where I don't want it to stick down. I want it to be nicely popped up. Okay, so there we go. Then I'll take and do the same thing. I'm going to put some adhesive on the 2 corners and then add my die cut pieces. And I just love this big die cut leaf. In fact, at first I didn't like this leaf, which I think is funny because now it's my favorite. So it just needed a little time to grow on me. And then when I place it over the top, you can see I've got my leaves sticking out a little bit, but my die cuts are perfect on here. Okay. I was sort of stumbling a little bit earlier. I was going to tell you, I originally was going to incorporate some Mint Melody into this color combination, but I just didn't like how it looked. So I took it out, and I'll show you how I had it originally, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use that piece that didn't work out quite right, I think, as long as it's still sitting on my desk. I'm going to throw it away, which is bad. Okay, so I've got a bunch of dimensionals on there. I'm going to pop this up on my card. So pretty. But I want to have a little bit of shimmer on here. So I've taken some of that Champagne Mist shimmer paint. I put about this much down here, just like a 1/4 of an inch, filling up my spritzer, and then I poured 70% rubbing alcohol into it. I just got this from Target, and then I shook it up really good in my Stampin' Spritzer, and of course I need to label this so I know what's in here, but for now we've got it. And then what I actually did, if I don't see my die cut piece, I was going to show you the old die cut piece that I had that I didn't like. I used as a mask to cover, but of course I don't see it, so darn it. Oh wait, here it is, sorry. It was my leaves were on top of it, so yeah, that did not work out. But I'm saving it because I'm going to spritz my card. Okay, so I'm just going to do probably 3-4 spritzes, and that looks really wet, but The good news is that it dries quickly because it's rubbing alcohol. You can already see it's drying, and it gives my card a lovely shimmer. So I hope you've just loved these cards. I have to say I absolutely love them myself, and I hope that they will inspire you to stamp. If you need to purchase any of the supplies to make this card or my other tree card, please shop my online store. I would be so appreciative. I have a fantastic VIP rewards program for my customers, and I would love to welcome you to our program. All those details can be found on my blog, so check it out. And otherwise, you have a great time stamping, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.